Hey, what's up, everybody? So, with the video I made a few days ago, started getting into talks about Dark Blast. With episode 4 going on okay and everything, I've covered as much as episode 4 as I was able to, but now I just want to get into episode 5 because I feel there's just a lot more going on with 5 than there is with 4 at the moment. So, now last video I talked about Dark Blast, gave you an intro into it and everything like that, so you saw how we get form and stuff like that. So now I'm going to go through each and every form in detail and then show you, of course, some gameplay. I'm not going to bore you with me getting the gauge because it takes a minute, but I'll just get it ahead of time and then show you how it operates outside of training. So this one we're going to talk about we're going to talk about Dark Falz Elder form, which is the first form you do learn in episode 5. So right here you can set your trigger actions so you can actually change the pose from when you're transforming. If you hadn't already noticed, if you go into your poses, you should have 4 new poses that you can choose when transforming. So you can pick a lot of poses as you're about to transform, and then it'll just transform you after you do your pose. You can reset your skills, and of course I've already showed that you can change how it looks and everything in battle and stuff like that. So you can be transparent, you can be as whole and stuff like that. So we'll just get into the skills. So you get your first basic skills, you get your normal combo, and then you get normal combo 2. Normal combo really you learn just by doing normal attacks, which you'll get as you start off with your form. And then, like I said, a lot of these have either up to level 4, or up to level 10, 15, etc., etc. In some of these, you do have to fulfill certain requirements to learn. Like this one right here, you have to fully charge Punishment Knuckle and use it on an enemy. And then you get the charge go shorter, and then Ultimate Impact, you got to use your physical dash, and then you got to defeat enemies and such. Again, learning these skills is best off doing like advanced quests and stuff where you're fighting a lot of enemies, or any MPAs when you're fighting a lot of enemies. It's the best way to really like level up your skills or learn new skills, especially the skills that require you to defeat enemies. So just keep that in mind. Stuff like the Tokyo keys are great, but of course, by the time it's over, you won't have your dark false form ready. So skip using that method. It's a good method, but it just, you won't get your charge up fast enough. And then you have darkness walls, which is pretty much an enmity booster. Get near a bunch of enemies, use the wall, and they come at you. Bloody heal, you can heal everyone around you and yourself and stuff. Since the Elder form is very tanky, get a lot of HP. This will be good if you want to just keep enemies off your allies. Now, don't be a douche and use this move and then just run all the enemies. I've seen a lot of people do this. They'll use this and then they'll just kite away all the enemies. Don't do that. Just kill them. You're just wasting time in your form just by being an idiot. So don't do that. I don't even know why I brought it up, but yeah, I've seen people do that. And of course, you get HP up plus to level 15, which will give you quite a lot of HP. And then you get the same thing with PP, and then you get all your attack up, and then you get all your defense up. Keep in mind, since the Elder form is pretty tanky, you may want to get your defense up quite a bit. You can go down pretty quick if you don't have your defense up, so make sure you at least put points into defense. If not, just max it out, since it's going to be your more up close and personal form, so you may as well get that up. And of course, you get skills for doing more damage up with normal attacks. And then this is where Tyrant Strike, you get level up for that. And then Infinity Rush, like again, a lot of your skills get leveled up, do more damage, less PP. And then of course, speaking of that, so this reduces the PP of all your moves, which is something I would really, which right now I'm just gonna get right now, which is a good skill to have. Because a lot of the skills use a lot of PP, except for the Luther form, which I'll show in the next video, which is probably one of my more favorite forms. And then you get skills like Escalation Power, reduces the damage received, increases damage dealt. So it's a nice skill. This is more in line for being more tanky. Take less damage, dish out more damage. So another skill to have. And then do Violent Step, deal striking damage with step. So pretty much just attack. Then you do more damage when you're striking moves. And then that's it for the skills. So again, like I said, this skill tree, well, the form is just taking damage and then just giving it. Probably the more physical forms, depending on your situation, choose the form for you. You'll see a lot of people using Luther the most because of the fact that it can fly like crazy and stuff like that. But sometimes it calls to use Elder and then use. I don't really see people using Apprentice that much, and you'll see that in a few videos. It's not one of my favorites, but it's pretty quick and flashy. So I'm going to go ahead and skip ahead. It's going to take me a little bit to get my form up, and then we'll just show it off in battle. So hang tight. I'll be right back and transition over. Okay, so now that I got my Dark Blast gauge up, let's go ahead and just kill all these enemies. And there you go. So as you can see, you can do some pretty crazy stuff with the Dark Blast. Granted, mine isn't really maxed out, so I wasn't doing as damage as I should be doing, but you get the idea when you max everything out. Do some pretty sick stuff. So hope you guys enjoyed this video about Dark Blast. Next one I'll do, of course, will be with the Luther Dark Blast. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys are excited as hell about episode 5, because it's going to be a lot better than 4. I do that right now. So enjoy, guys. Peace.